Good evening. Quite simply, the bravest man I have ever met. The words of a commanding officer for Staff Sergeant Olaf Schmid, who was today awarded a posthumous George Cross for his courage, giving his life trying to defuse IEDs in Afghanistan. Staff Sergeant Kim Hughes was also awarded the George Cross and was able to collect his honour. Our reporter Charlotte Cross was at the ceremony.
The widow of Staff Sergeant Olaf Schmid has said she'll serve him in death as she did in life. For Christina Schmid, today that meant receiving the George Cross, the highest award possible in his case, posthumously on his behalf. The IED has become the Taliban's weapon of choice in Afghanistan. It's been responsible for more British deaths than any other weapon. Staff Sergeant Schmid, known as Oz, had defused 64 bombs during his 5 months in Helmand province. He died attempting to make safe the 65th.
I think he'd be absolutely chuffed, and I think he'd be giggling and his usual bubbly self and mucking around with Kim probably. So I think he'd be he'd be immensely proud. I know he would be.
Also receiving the George Cross was Staff Sergeant Kim Hughes. His act of defusing a string of 7 bombs connected together was described as the single most outstanding act of explosive ordnance disposal ever recorded in Afghanistan.
The IED operators out there at the moment, they're doing an outstanding job, and to be brutally honest, they all deserve the same recognition.
Staff Sergeant Schmid and Staff Sergeant Hughes worked tirelessly and relentlessly, clearing IEDs, saving countless lives. Their selfless gallantry and devotion to duty, and the fact that they knowingly put themselves into mortal danger day after day, makes them worthy of the highest recognition. The George Cross is the highest gallantry award that can be made when not in direct contact with the enemy. In all, 161 have been awarded. Charlotte Cross, Forces News, Central London.